welcome back again. This is continuing on from my last where I made a feta dip. I'm using up my feta. I'm experimenting with Christmas nibbles, entertaining, New Year, all that thing, you know, so I'm on it now. Anyway, Filo pastry, one of my absolute loves, but it is kind of messy to work with. Okay, so I've got, it's ready bought Filo pastry, and what you get is lots and lots of sheets like this, wafer thin. So I've took one full sheet out, folded it double like that, guys. Now, this is melted butter. Now, you've got to go crazy with this, because this is what makes it all crispy and super gorgeous, okay? So, melted butter everywhere. I'm trying to keep the two sheets together like this, because I'm going to fold it over any minute now. Right, okay. And trust me, you do need to experiment with Filo pastry, because the first time I did these, they didn't look right at all. They tasted delicious, but they weren't right. Okay, again, go to this bit now. So kind of in the, if you work it out, we've got about 6 to 8 sheets of pastry in those layers there. Okay, super easy. Just grab a spoon. As I said, I'm using up feta. Now, this is crumbly. It is Greek feta, but it's not the really expensive one. I'm just doing 2 today for John and I, just to go with our lunch. Like I said, this is testing everything. Super cheap. Red onion marmalade. Absolutely yummy. You've got salty, cheesy, put some sweet on it, then a crunchy pastry. Real delicious nibble. Okay, you can make caramelized onions, and trust me, one day when I retire, I'll be making all these things myself. But at the moment, it's if I know something's good and it's going to save me time, grab it. Okay, so now watch this careful. So we take this corner, and you've got to visualize you're making a triangle. Okay, try and stick your edges down, and butter. Like that. Now, just try and stick along. This is where you get all gooey. Don't panic like I did the first time. I had it everywhere. Okay. Okay. So everything's buttered. Now you bring the top over there. Okay. So you've got like a triangle. Now you can make them a lot smaller for cocktails, which I will be. But today, because this is going to be, we're having the feta dip and we're having these, this is kind of part of our lunch, okay? So now that's super buttery everywhere. Open your Ninja, lay it in there, lay it seal side down like that. And it's going on bake, so it won't blow around too much, okay? I'm going to have to get another piece out and do another one. Right, I've quickly whizzed through, made another one, so we've got one each in there. This is the pastry I was telling you about. When you're working with this, if you're not used to using Filo pastry, have a damp tea towel ready, because as you open it out, when you get your first sheets to work with, cover the rest with a damp tea towel. It dries out super quick, guys. So, but if you make sure you seal it, put it back in the box, it'll keep in the fridge for another couple of days while you work out what you're going to do with it, or freeze it. I'm going to turn my Ninja on. We're going to use bake mode, okay, and we're going up to temperature, we're going up to 180, and time, I'm going to go with, let's see, 15 minutes. It may need a little bit longer than that, but let's just, I'm going to press match because I want them both on the same, and let's press start. See what we get. I'm going to look at it in about 7 minutes, because I like to turn anything like this. I like to turn it over because the heat's only coming from the top, and with Filo being a crispy pastry, I don't want the bottom soggy. I want it crisp. Okay, so 7 minutes. I'll turn it over. I'm just going to clean up this mess, and hopefully I'll have some lovely, delicious Filo triangles. Just thought an add-on. Just thought about this. You can put spinach in there. If you're using spinach, make sure you've cooked your spinach. Just wilted it through, but then dried it. It needs to be dry. You don't really want anything soggy in there, and spinach retains water. But you can do lots of other things with this idea. You can put chopped apples and a sprinkle of brown sugar and a couple of raisins in there. There's so many. You can really be inventive. You can put chopped nuts in there with cheeses. So play around with ideas. Don't be frightened of using different things. This was just my quick take on what could I put in there that is, you've got your creamy, salty feta, so you want something to balance it. So that's what I'm saying. Think about it and have fun. See you in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That's done. Okay, they've both come out. They actually took 11 minutes, so not 15. They cooked really well. Like I say, you can experiment. My ones for Christmas, I'm going to cut kind of in half that size so that they're dinky to be handed round with drinks. These are quite bulky because I'm having them for lunch. But I will be experimenting as well with different fillings. But you can, they're so crunchy. So that's going with but how simple is that? Cheese. Nice bit of onion marmalade, butter on the pastry, job done. Okay, so something else different for you all to try. And play around with looking at different ingredients to go in there, and then let me know what ideas you come up with. Oh, and just before I go, I've done a fabulous pork, very old English pork recipe. So keep your eyes out for that. It's very special. Again, it's aimed at entertaining over Christmas because it is special. And there's so many ingredients. And I don't normally do many ingredients, but oh boy, was it worth it. So I'm going to be doing another one of those for Christmas week anyway, because John and I are in the process of eating our way through it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Great to catch up with you guys. See you soon.